All right, let's get ready for deadlifts. So we're not doing single leg today. We're gonna go Romanian deadlift, which is similar to a good morning, basically is a good morning. And we're gonna hold that weight in front. So that's why I'm opting for my heavier option. So feet are gonna be right under your hips. You're gonna pull back, squeezing your armpits, soft bend in the knee. You're gonna reach your butt back, trying to keep those legs straight to about mid-shin, and then driving up through your glutes and hamstrings. All right, so grab that weight. We're going here for 1 minute and 10 seconds, a little longer. All right, let's do it in 3, 2, 1, and go. So grabbing that weight, shoulder blades back, weight reaches back. You can almost lift up your toes and stand up. Now, ideally, we don't want to lift up our toes, but for these first few reps, if it helps you hinge at your hips better, go ahead and do that. To feel your hamstrings, to reach your hips back, reach your hamstrings, your knees, your ankles back, and then drive up. And then notice where your neck position is. It should be in line with your spine, pushing the floor away. Good, and once you get the hang of the hip hinge, go ahead, plant that whole foot onto the floor, pushing through your midfoot as well, and just drive that floor away to stand up. Good. Load up the hamstrings, keep those legs a little straighter, especially if you're starting to bend at the knee too much. I just want you to think about pushing your butt all the way back and then driving up, squeezing the backs of your legs, squeezing your butt. One more, and rest. Now, if you have a chair, you're gonna plant your left hand on your chair for support with a nice flat back, all right? Grabbing that weight in the right, we have 1 minute of rows. 2, 1, let's go. Back flat, pull straight up, and then straighten that arm. Squeeze up, pull that weight towards your hip, well, right in between your chest and your hip. Nice 90-degree angle of your arm, and then squeeze your butt, brace your core. So your core should stay parallel to the ground throughout these rows, and set your shoulder blade down and back the way we practiced in the warm-up, and then give me a big pull. Good. Now, if you don't have the chair for support, you're just bent over, it's the same thing. All right, that chair just gives us a little extra support here, especially if we're going a little heavier today. Your neck is neutral. Squeeze through your right side. 5 seconds. Woo! 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's get ready for deadlifts set 2. Same thing, nothing's changing. If that's starting to feel comfortable, let's pick up the tempo a little bit, all right? Otherwise, really focus on just coming down, keeping that soft bend in the knee, but your butt up high, all right? You should feel a stretch in the hamstring. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So reaching back, almost like you're keeping your legs straight, but they're not locked out. Getting that nice stretch in the hamstring, squeezing your butt as you stand, pushing the floor down as you stand up. Just think about your butt goes back, your hips come forward under you. Then your butt goes back again, and your hips come forward. All the deadlift is a hinge at the hips, and then recruiting every single muscle in your body to pick up this weight. There we go. Maybe you can even tap the floor. If you have that mobility, can you come down, tap the floor, and stand up? Good. Keep it going. Keep those shoulder blades down and back, pushing your floor down, driving through your butt, through the backs of your legs. Now, big belly breath. If your core is not engaged, you're going to start to feel it in your low back. So you need to use the muscles in the backs of your legs and keep that core strong. 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. We have 15 more seconds of rest. We're going bent over rows on the left side, all right? So using that chair for support, but try to angle your torso parallel so you're not standing up, all right? Let's do this, guys. 2, 1, bent over rows. Here we go. Nice parallel back, shoulder blades down and back. We pull straight up. Think of squeezing that muscle underneath your shoulder, underneath your armpit. Now, if you have a light weight, I want you to fight through this whole minute without stopping, all right? Big squeeze, like you're squeezing and pulling up through mud. Good, and if you have a heavier weight, do as many as you can, shake it out, and then right back to it. But squeeze through that armpit. Maybe you even place your right hand right underneath your armpit to feel that muscle activating. 15 more seconds. Good. Your core is engaged. That back is on fire in such a good way. Getting strong lats here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. You might notice one side weaker than the left. Totally normal. All right, our last set is our favorite, where we go 30 seconds per arm, but that same 1 minute still, 1 minute, 10 seconds in our deadlifts. All right, let's get ready. Final set, make it the best. Picking up our weight, going here in 5 seconds. Good, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Feet stay underneath your hips. Reach that butt back, keep it high, almost like it's in line with your shoulders here, all right? Different than a conventional deadlift. These are a Romanian deadlift. So if you're used to deadlifting with the bar, it is gonna be a different movement, all right? Your hips are higher, your knees are straighter, but keep that here. We're really isolating through these hamstrings, while also squeezing your butt, bracing your core, keeping your shoulder blades pulled back, active through your foot. So there's a lot to think about here. It's okay. Pick the most important piece, which is hips go back first. Load the heels and the hamstrings. And once that's natural, you can add all the cherries on top, all the sprinkles, right? But that most important piece is where are your hips going? Are your hamstrings loaded and active, pulling up through your heels? There we go. One more. Standing up. Set this weight down, shake it out, get ready for rows. 30 seconds on each arm. Going here in 10 seconds, so using that chair if you have it. Otherwise, just that bent over row. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Big strong pulls here. It's only 30 seconds. So see if you can keep this up for the entire 30 seconds. Driving up and back, 90 degrees. This dumbbell should come right below your chest. If you have a dumbbell, one head is towards the chest, one towards your hip. So pull back towards your hip, not just straight up to your chest, right? 3, 2, 1. Switch sides right into that left arm. Without even thinking about it, set your shoulder blade down and back. Squeeze under your armpit. Good. You have to bend your knees for more support. Bend those knees. And if you have a light weight, just power through them. Work that muscle endurance here. Squeezing the armpit to get as much lat recruitment as you can. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo. All right. So we no longer need our chair. We no longer need our heavy weight. All right. So you can set